Bill, where your section is on the cloning issue, which we dealt with in higher education when Senator Fischbach did her bill, and I look at that provision number 1. I guess the reason why it was in that bill is because it had a fiscal impact in terms of being able to take state dollars and federal dollars, and I don't know if that's why it's in this bill, but I would like to see the language and then have a discussion about that.
Madam Chair, Senator Bonhoeff, that's Article 6, Section 25.
Page 134.
And Madam Chair and members, this is a provision that was adopted, Senate File 695 that Senator Fischbach authored. The language that was adopted is shown on page 134 and over the top of 135. I don't believe that there is any fiscal component to that. So there's nothing in the tracking sheet that would relate to that policy.
I'm sure if I could.
Senator Cohen.
Where is this language any different from what is in Senator Fischbach's bill?
Madam Chair and Senator Cohen, this was Senator Fischbach's bill.
Senator Fischbach.
Madam Chair, Senator Cohen, yes, it is different. This is a ban, and mine is a ban on funding. This is a ban, I'm sorry, Madam Chair, Senator Cohen, this is a ban on human cloning. The other is a ban on state and federal dollars going to human cloning.
So, Madam Chair, Senator Fischbach, so am I correct in my understanding that what this says is that there can be no, human cloning, I understand, but in the expanded definition, there can be no embryonic stem cell research in Minnesota?
Madam Chair, Senator Bonhoeff, that is not what it says. It bans human cloning.
Senator Bonhoeff, on line 134.26, I think that it probably does describe the ban on human cloning. It means human asexual reproduction.
Madam Chair and Senator Fischbach, we had people testifying at our higher ed committee, and in the reading that I've done confirmed that the actual scientific definition of human cloning also does include the broader reference that would include embryonic stem cell research. And if that's not correct, I would like somebody to tell me that. If you tell me that if this was put into place, our institutions could do embryonic stem cell research?
Madam Chair,
Senator Fischbach?
first of all, I would like to point out this is a completely policy portion of the bill. We're in Finance Committee. But I will, if you take a look at 135.9, I believe it is, 135.9 through 135.11, that was some of the language that was put into the bill. Some, just to clarify, in addition, nothing in this section shall restrict, inhibit, or make unlawful the scientific field of stem cell research unless explicitly prohibited. So that last little bit covers if something additional was added. But this language, I think, makes it clear that what we are looking at banning is human cloning. Thank you.
I was just going to make that point.
Senator Higgins?
The provision that I was speaking about that would not allow us to implement any part of the Affordable Care Act